Hello, and yeah, this is how to get to the moon in Kerbal Space Program the easy way, the lazy way, even. So, yeah, I'm gonna fly to the moon, as it's called. Yeah, got a couple of mods, although I'm only using Mechjeb right now. Got Obhat, Munbles, and Fredby, and yeah, here we go. Right. Just got my lander. Just got a modified version of the super heavy lander with staging stuff. So I'm gonna start off with the ascent to autopilot. This variation has enough delta V to get to Mun or Minmus. So as I've done with both, with plenty of fuel left over to traverse around the landscape a bit and stuff, and land safely. Yeah, so here we go. It's got orbital altitude 80 kilometers, which is really about the safe minimum. Atmosphere stops at roughly 70 kilometers, but 80, yeah, 80's safe and pretty low as well. Alright. Everything's in check, and yeah, engage, and alright, we're ready for liftoff. Okay, here we go. Oh God, this is intense. Alright, let's go. Lost the wing, that's fine. Sorry, it's very loud. Okay. But we're alright, have liftoff. These three seem quite excited. Switch over to that. Gotten there before. I've almost gotten there, by which I mean crashed only, you know, 30 or 40 kilometers away. It's not too bad, where I could actually see it in the distance from the crash site. But yeah, here we go. So Mechjeb is auto warping to apoapsis. And it's gonna do burns, you know. Gonna do burns. Yep. Leaving Kerbal Space Kerbal Space Center behind. Hopefully not for good, and hopefully these guys won't die horrifically in the process of the mission, I guess. Right, here we go. We're at apoapsis, I think. I'm just gonna burn. So yeah, as I was saying before, this is a modification of the default super heavy lander, where basically I've just added Mechjeb and an SAS module on the top. It's a really good lander, actually. Here we go. These fuel tanks and these four engines last a lot longer than you think, and they provide some decent thrust. So here we go, circularizing our orbit, and this thing will, get us into a circular orbit and get us, get us about halfway there on our burn towards a lunar orbit. Not lunar, lunar. What's this called? For some reason. Yeah. And then these engines will take us the rest of the way. They'll put us into a roughly circular orbit around the moon, and then they'll land us safe and sound with a bit of fuel left over. Oddly enough, actually, I'll change to an orbital map now. So here we go. Here's our orbit, and oddly enough, so there's Mun, which is one of Kerbin's moons. There's Mun and there's Minmus. And I've got a base set up on Minmus that I might switch to a little bit, or maybe do another video on, I don't know. But actually it's funny, because see how much further out Minmus is than Mun? Well, Minmus actually takes less delta V to get to than Mun, I found, which is really strange. Maybe that was just a certain circumstance I was under, where, and I actually managed to land on Minmus with more fuel left than when I landed on Mun. Weird, maybe it's something to do with Minmus's. It has very low gravity, and it's actually a very small planet. Can't really get close from here, but yeah. This is very strange, sort of varying terrain. So here we go, there's Mun. There's one of my transports successfully landed, and there's another one which crashed with Jebediah, Bob, and Bill, or whoever they are, I can't remember. But yeah. And then around Kerbin here, I've got plenty of debris, loads of lovely debris. I mean, who doesn't love a bit of debris? Debris everywhere. But also I've got a couple of satellites. I don't know what that's doing. Oh, yeah, that shouldn't be there. But yeah, I've got a sort of low Kerbin orbit Mechjeb station, which was going to be a space station, like circularizing around, sort of based around being controlled by Mechjeb modules and stuff. So it'd be like a fully automated space station. That didn't work out too well because, okay, I'm pretty awful at yeah, docking. I've docked before, but not very well. So I've got like a couple of sections of that station. I might do a video on it. Here I've got HAL 9000, the first thing I ever actually got into orbit, and I didn't use Mechjeb. So as you can see, it's not a perfectly circular orbit. It's not bad. HAL 9000 is just a little solar-powered space probe. It's pretty nice. So yeah, here we go. We're in orbit around Kerbin. Just, they see me rolling. These guys here, they got a view and a half. Okay, you can't see much from that view. But if I spin them around, maybe. Ooh, here we go. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is a view. Does it look like we're going downwards to anyone else? I hope not. We shouldn't be. It looks like we're... I guess it's just the angle of the craft. We're not going downwards, are we? Oh. Well, the orbit is wobbling. Don't know what's going on there. Oh, it's just because we're in like almost perfectly circular. So the apoapsis and periapsis are jumping about. So we should probably put those out of their misery. Get out the orbital operations and transfer even. So we use the ascent autopilot to get up here, which is basically putting your orbital altitude, what sort of angle, say 0, will go around Kerbin like that. If you went to say 90, it would go up, sort of up on a polar orbit, and so on. So you can do that. 180 would just go the other direction along an equatorial orbit. And then you got auto throttle and auto stage. So you can set it so that it points in like whichever direction it needs to point, and you do the throttling and staging yourself. If you do this, it'll control the burn time and power and staging to get the most efficient way to get up into orbit. And you can change the stage delay, you know, so you decouple one thing and it'll wait 1 second, and then decouple the next and fly off. So you know that'll do. And you can tell it to stop at a certain stage, where it'll stop automatically controlling it. Auto warp towards apoapsis, so that you know when it gets the apoapsis, which is the highest point of the orbit, into where it needs to be, it'll automatically speed up time till it gets there, and then it can burn and get the periapsis to close to the same altitude. It's easy, and you can as well get it to I can't remember exactly. I don't know if it's in Untitled, but you can get it to rendezvous. You can get it to wait and so that it launches at a certain time to rendezvous with something else in orbit to get within a few kilometers of it, which is quite handy. Although it's a bit more complicated to do. You need to do like test flights and stuff. I haven't got that completely worked out. However, here we are. So, don't target. So we've got the descent done. So now we're gonna open, what was it? Orbital operations. Transfer point to MUN in 1.6 thousand seconds. That's not as long as it seems. There's my base sound. If you look out there, you can actually. I might be able to see it from in here. Hang on. I'm fine to move around in space. Move the ship around. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to see that very well. However, look, we're pointing in the completely wrong direction. Actually, hang on. Get the smart ASS out and point prograde, and then prograde somewhere. Should see Minmus. I think that's Minmus. Or was it retro? No, it's prograde. A little bit below prograde. So prograde a little bit below. Yeah, that little dot there, that little slightly greenish dot, that's Minmus. Right. Anyway, right. Transfer point to MUN. So I'm gonna click that, and it'll warp. Time warp, as you can see, until it is at the right point for the most efficient burn to rendezvous with MUN. Yeah, I mean they could have called it the moon, but I think it's good that they didn't call it the moon, because, well, they have two moons on Kerbin, and obviously you can. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'll show you the rest of the galaxy later. Not galaxy, solar system later. If you maybe in another video. I don't know. But yeah, here we go. So we're here, and it's gonna start burning in 18 seconds, and it'll burn towards MUN. The MUN is quite an interesting place. It's got similar, geology and stuff to the geography to the moon, similar terrain, and here we go, we're burning. I'll carry on what I was saying in a minute. Look, here's our orbit. The apoapsis is zipping out so that we will rendezvous with the moon. Here we go. So that stage has decoupled, so I'm going to abort that real quick. Do that, and then transfer point to MUN again. Now, because I've mucked that up a bit, I'm going to have to wait for it to go on a whole orbit around Kerbin. What's it doing? No, it's going to go on a whole orbit around Kerbin and come back to that point, and then continue the rest of the burn. I should try and modify this ship actually so that it can yeah, it doesn't get interrupted mid-burn, because that just messes everything up. But we need to save as much fuel as we can, because this does take most of our fuel to like get to Mun. So here we are. I've completely, very much so, buggered this up. Actually, pardon my French. Just hurry up and transfer point to Mun. All right. Executing main injection burn. It doesn't look like it. What's it doing? Here we go. I am sorry, I missed a settle. However, we may still get a successful landing on Mun. I don't know. Awesome debris there. Going into a rendezvous path with Mun, so we're just gonna go out here. Then when we here, we'll hit Mun's gravity. Mun isn't actually that small; it's quite a bit bigger than that. That's just sort of, you know, showing where it'll be. But it'll be about here, and we'll hit its gravity. And this line won't really mean anything at that time because we'll just get pulled towards it. When we get quite low, maybe say 40 or 50 kilometers, I'll circularize the orbit and then attempt to land at the Armstrong Memorial. I know roughly where it is. I don't know, you know, I know within, you know, like, I don't pretty close. So I don't, I don't know exactly where, but you know, I can get it probably within, say, 5 kilometers of the target. I know roughly where it is on the orbital map, and I've crashed near it, so that's, you know. Of course, I'll probably be able to see it when I'm on my orbit as well. I'll be able to keep an eye out for it. So here we go. We're about to go into the Mun's orbital path. Boom. Here we go. This is showing what's happening. Now, hang on. Let me just give you a little view here. So there's Kerbin and oh, look at these. Oh, Pat is excited. These two are a bit nervous. Because, you know, strange new world. But hey, it's Mun, so yay. Let's give you an IVA view from Obhat there. You can just about see the Mun there. I don't really want to move around my lander at this point, but you can see the edge of Mun there. This is all good. You know, screw it, I'll get a closer look. Here we go. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we got SAS on. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Okay. I can turn that off and go back in, but can't be bothered. Right. Just close SAS. ASS even. Right, okay. So we've done our transferring even. So now, I'm gonna wait till we get to our periapsis, which is 52,000 meters. That's pretty good. That's about where I want it, really. I'll circularize my orbit and then perform a landing burn. This is all good. Here we go. Lander is coming about. And any second now. Perfect. Wow, that went better than expected. Alright, orbital operations, I'll circularize. Go. I might not fully circularize because I don't really need to land. I want to use as little fuel as possible throughout all of my operations, really. Ideally. So, yeah. So here we go, circularizing. This is fine. So I've got plenty of fuel. Oh, this is good. This is good. Right. Close orbital operations. Landing autopilot now. This is good. Select target on map. Okay. Well, now it is that it's in the bottom of this crater, I believe. Actually, I should pass over it. So I had a crash site about there, and it's around there, I think. Although I want to be certain because, you know, I want to show you guys this because I'm a big fan of, you know, Neil Armstrong, and I want to land at his memorial. That's my main goal, really, in this game. To land there, maybe even set up a little moon base there. I've got the home mod, home something mod, something like that. It's not on the front page of Spaceport. So yeah, home something something, where you can. It has lots of spaces, lots of parts where you can actually build moon bases and stuff, and like for building bases. So that's pretty cool. So here I am. Now there's the crater, and it should be. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that little flashing dot? So that is there. So that is roughly there, maybe. This is quite hard to see. Whatever. I'm gonna select target there. 111225932. Oh, I remember the coordinates. Something like 032. That'll do. Right, land at target. Oh, now because we're already above it, we're gonna have to do a whole orbit, and then it'll, you know, it'll do its thing. Oh, there's Minmus again. You can see the little green dot in the middle of the huge icon for base. I'll show you that at some point. That's quite interesting. So here we go, orbiting around, and soon we'll start our. There we go. We're executing our deorbit burn. As you can see, we are, we're aligning ourselves so that we're at the right point above the target, and we are going to deorbit now. Well, we're setting course correction. So here we are. Look, that's where we're aligned to land, and that will change over time. It'll still show us landing quite a bit past the target at first. That's because we're going to when we perform the final braking burn, we'll move like this way quite a lot. We'll be facing at we're facing retrograde. So yeah, hopefully it all goes planned. Now this burn does take a while, so I may just skip this. So yeah, see you all in a minute. Okay, so we are quite a lot closer to the target now, as you can see. We're preparing for the braking burn, which will, when we get close, we'll fire retrograde. Well, not exactly retrograde, but roughly retrograde to slow us right down and bring our estimated landing, estimated LZ to the designated area. Now, I forgot to tell you how the landing autopilot works. Is there are several ways you can, well, not a few ways. I don't know exactly how the others work, but you can type in your coordinates and then land at target. You can just land so that, you know, it'll just set you down wherever's easiest on the surface of the body that you're orbiting. Oh, here we go, doing the braking burn. Or you can select target on map, where you literally just click that, you click somewhere on the map like I did before. It'll give you those coordinates and you just land at that target. So here we go. That's our rough landing site there. This is quite exciting. We are executing the braking burn, as you can see. Oh, we're facing exactly retrograde, as you can see on the nav ball there. Slowing right down. I go on the map. We are. It's coming in pretty slow, but this will come in to around there, and we'll fire up our thrusters much more powerful, I guess, when we get like almost directly over the target. So here we go. This is moving at normal speed, but we're still going pretty fast towards the landing zone. So this should be pretty nice. Oh, you can see it. See it? I just saw a flash. Wow, I actually just pointed to my screen there. How immature. No, immature. Unprofessional. How unprofessional of me. Here we go. It just flashed around there. That's just because the model of it is set apart from the ground scatter of the modelling of the moon, so you'll see it sort of standing out. So there it is. It's there. Now we seem pretty well aligned, actually. Oh, this hasn't been bad. I just gotta hope we don't land on top of it now. Alright. At least I hope that's it, and I hope that's not the wreckage of that other craft that crashed. However, I do doubt that. As in doubt that it's the other craft, not doubt that it's the thing. Here we go. Coming in. Oh, this is good. Right. Landing at target, you're still executing the braking burn. It'll fire up more powerfully in a minute. That's quite a big ridge that just magically appeared there. Here we go. If I don't land exactly at it, I'll either try and maneuver over there, depending on how much fuel I have, or I'll send one or a few of my Kerbals out there to go and stand by it and salute it as best they can. Although Kerbals can't salute yet in the game. However, they should be able to, because that would be amazing. Right. As you can probably hear, I'm powering up, but throttle's going up rather slowly. We have gone over the top of it. However, we will throttle up soon and come almost to a stop. And it's programmed to land at 0.5 meters per second. That is a very safe speed. There it is. There's the monument. This isn't a bad landing, actually. I should be able to maneuver over there. Because I remember when I landed on Minmus, I moved my lander around a bit and landed somewhere else on the planet. However, Minmus's gravity is much lower, and therefore it's much easier to maneuver around with less fuel. So here we are, landing gear out. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's just gonna drop down because the thrust, the retrograde thrust has made it just be falling straight downwards, and when it gets slowed down, it will throttle up and come to a safe landing. Everyone's happy and excited, like I am. Here we go. There it is. Oh my god. We're coming in. The Eagle has landed. I repeat, the Eagle has landed. Oh my god. Right, I'll close Mechjeb. Don't need you. That ladder is going out. Now, I'll send a Kerbal over there first, sort of judge distances and check it out. Oop, I'm underground, that's fine. Now, but I want to... Well, the sun's fine. I was going to say I want to, you know, get everything sorted out before night comes, but that'll take, you know, like an hour, and we'll be fine. Or more than an hour, I don't know. Right. Who should go first? I think Munballs should go EVA first. Oh my god. This is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, or Kerbal kind. Oh my god, right, he's moonwalking, okay. I can't actually see it. Hang on, I need to zoom out a bit. It's over there. I'd put that at maybe 5 or 10 kilometers away. Maybe more, could be between 10 and 20, but I'd say 20 at max. Which, to be honest, isn't bad. That's not bad. So I'll turn on my jetpack. This thing has limited fuel, but it should be fine. And jump. and get flying. Now, I don't want to... The thing about this is the jetpack. Last time I was flying around on the moon, I sort of touched down way too hard at one point, and my Kerbal exploded. So as you can see, I'm going pretty fast. So if I hit the ground at this speed, I would explode. So I want to slow him down and bring him in carefully. Sometimes slowing your guys down when they're flying is harder than it looks. So here he goes. He's looking very serious. He's got some quite nice hair. I didn't know Kerbals had hair, but whatever. So here we go, just lining up, flying. Oh my god, that's it. That is the memorial. Wow. Oh, I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's pretty quiet. I mean, sure, we're in a vacuum, so you know you can't hear anything. But compared to all the noise of landing a minute ago, it's quite sort of tranquil. There it is. Oh my god. I'm pulling full reversed throttle on the jetpack, which I gotta say isn't doing much. Hang on, I'll spin around and thrust. Come on, Munballs, thrust like you've never thrusted before. Oh wow! I said between 5 and 20 kilometers. It was 3 kilometers. You know what? I'd say that's a pretty successful landing. Now I'll maneuver the lander over and try and land it in front of the memorial when yeah, when I get to it. So as you can see, there's a plaque, and can't quite see what the plaque reads. Oh god. Now I haven't actually seen the Armstrong Memorial before. I've heard about it. What's that say? I'm just sliding along the ground here. Come on, get up, Mumbles. Alright, turn your lights on. Hurry up. Ah, Neil Armstrong, 1930 to 2012. Well, I salute you. Damn, that's pretty impressive. Oh, I am sliding. Damn it. Mumbles. Oh, you're so useless. Let's see if there's anything around the back. I'm not going to jump. I'm going to turn the jetpack off as well. So actually, now I will jump. Oh wait, it's still turned on. What the hell? Now it's turned off. Land, don't fall over. You're being disrespectful. Oh, rip Neil Armstrong. Sorry, I'll move my cursor. I don't know how long that's been there. I apologize. Oh, we can go inside it. Great. How much fuel has he got left? He's got 47% pack fuel. That would probably be enough to get him back to the lander, to be honest, but I'm going to bring the lander to him and hopefully not land on him. So I'll move him out of the way a bit. I should have put some lights on that lander, actually. Maybe at some point I actually land a moon base here, because it seems like a pretty prime spot. So yeah, almost exactly the same coordinates as Apollo 11. The Eagle landed. Yeah. Wow. Right, and okay, I'm gonna switch over to... Damn, that's too far away to just quick focus. So, as you can see, there's where I landed. There's Munballs. That's not bad. That's not bad. Alright. Switching over to the ship. It might lag a bit. Okay. There's Munballs over there. What a name. That name. Now I've got limited fuel, so this actually could be quite jammy. I really don't want to crash, because that would just be a disaster. So here I go. I'm taking it slow. I might just skip this, so okay, I'll see you when I get there. Okay, I'm back, and well, I have successfully managed to crash. There's not too much damage done, however, One of my engines was destroyed, as you can see. I've only got 3 engines, and I can't really maneuver well with only 3 engines, so that sucks. However, I'm only 300 meters away, which is better than nothing, I guess. You know what, I'll keep the legs out, it looks cool like that. It's a kind of cool way to crash though, I mean that doesn't look bad. Luckily the door is on the top side, so you know what, I'm gonna send out my guys to go and pay their respects. You know what, no, I'll just switch back to Mumbles, and he can go and stand by the memorial, and he can take his sweet time getting there. But yeah, RIP Neil Armstrong, 1930 to 2012, and that's it, guys. Yeah, see you topside. No, or whatever, something like that. I'm trying to think of a catchphrase, but see you sometime. Or whatever. Next video I'll probably do. I might show you Minmus. I might show you around Mun. I might do some mods. I might, you know, try and build a space station. I might find some more Easter eggs. I don't know what I'll do, but yeah. Until next time.